Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
It's rough. Blacka remembers close friend Bello. The local entertainment fraternity has plunged into mourning with the news of the passing of comedian Winston Bello Bell. Among the grief-stricken members is Bell's longtime friend and comedian partner Owen Blacka Ellis. Bell, best known for being one half of gifted comedic duo Bello and Blacka, died on Saturday after experiencing medical complications from neuropathy. He died on April 15, which coincidentally is the birthday of Ellis, a fact that is testament to how the lives of these two individuals have intersected for the past 47 years. It's rough, Blacka Ellis told reporters on Sunday. We met in 1976 at a secondary school drama festival, and in 1978, we went to School of Drama together. We had a lot of laughter together, and first time I went overseas at Carifta in Barbados in 1981, we were together, so this is really rough. Blacka Ellis said he knew his longtime friend had been ailing because they had been trying to do a production together with Tony Hendricks called We Three Kings. He was sick at the time and I had something to do in Toronto and it never happened. It is hard to hear that he finally transitioned, and he did so on my birthday. We were born the same year and our lives intersected in so many ways. He was a brilliant actor, an actor's actor. He was a friend, but he was the best actor in Jamaica. He embodied every role he took on completely, Blacka Ellis said. Ellis said that Bello's best role was that of the lead in Shepherd, a play by Roll Gibson, a Barbadian playwright. Bell is also known for his roles in Third World Cup, One Love, First Black Britons, Glory to Gloriana, and Get a Life. He won several Actor Boy Awards, most notably for Old Story Time. His stated credits included Louis Martin's Bedward and Trevor Phone's Pepper. Troubled child suspected in fire that leaves St. Mary man homeless. A troubled child is said to be responsible for a fire which left an elderly man homeless in St. Mary on Saturday. Reports are that around 8:40 a.m., firefighters responded to a blaze at a 9-room apartment dwelling in the Boscobel housing scheme. According to officials from the fire department, no one was injured during the blaze. However, one man was left homeless. It is suspected that a child, who was reportedly seen running from the site of the blaze, started the fire. Reporters reached out to the head of the St. Mary Police Division, Senior Superintendent Bobbitt Morgan Simpson, who confirmed that a 10-year-old boy had attended the station with his grandmother. Morgan Simpson explained that because he is a minor, the child could not be held culpable. The incident took place. It involved a 10-year-old. He cannot be charged because he's only 10 years old, he said. He is a troubled child. He is under the watch of the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA. In fact, someone who is assigned to him. The agency has been engaged in the matter, she added. The minimum age of criminal responsibility in Jamaica is 12 years old. Daylight double murder at bar in Manchester. Police are probing a shooting incident which left 2 men dead and another wounded at a bar in Fangrass near Shudley, northeastern Manchester on Sunday. A relative identified one of the deceased as Tenny Hutchinson, otherwise called Dippy, a resident of Fangrass. Preliminary reports are that about 10 a.m., a gunman opened fire at the bar, hitting the men. 2 of the men were pronounced dead at hospital, while the 3rd man was admitted for treatment. Man fatally shot by police in Jones Avenue in Spanish Town. A man was shot and killed in an alleged police shootout in Jones Avenue, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The police say a team went to the community to carry out an intelligence-driven operation in search of guns and criminals. According to the police, while in the area, the cops came under attack and the fire was returned. After the shooting subsided, the man was found suffering from gunshot wounds. The police say a gun was seized. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. 2 shot, 1 fatally in St. James. Gunmen shot and killed 1 man and injured another during an attack in close proximity to the church in Anchovy, St. James on Saturday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 44-year-old Orlando Jarrett of Roehampton, St. James address. According to reports from the Corporate Communications Unit, the official communications arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, about 3:45 a.m., Jarrett and another man were traveling in a motor car on the Long Lane Main Road in Anchovy when they stopped to make a purchase. They were reportedly pounced upon and shot by men who alighted from a vehicle that drove up. The 2 men were transported to hospital, where Jarrett was pronounced dead and the other man admitted for treatment. the Anchovy police are investigating. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says construction of highways will bring more housing opportunities. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has indicated that the construction of highways will help bring about more opportunities for housing across the country. He was speaking at the handing over ceremony for a house under the social housing program in Devon, Manchester. Mr. Holness said the government is strategically building out the highway network because there is enough land in urban spaces to accommodate more housing. He said quicker commute by highway between work and home would result in more affordable prices for residential land.
Most people want to live in Kingston or close to the corporate area or close to the urban centre of St. James. But we just don't have enough land to accommodate everyone. So we have to be able to use the land right across Jamaica, but ensure that people can move from urban and residential centres into the productive centres of the country where the employment is. So what we are trying to do in building out the network is that if you choose to live here in the cool climes of Halifax, Devon, in Manchester, and you want to work in Kingston, then you just jump on that East-West Highway, Highway 2000, and within an hour, you're at your work. I know there are many Jamaicans saying, why are you building all these highways? Focus on local roads. There is a strategy at work to develop the country. So we have to build out the highway network so that it opens up lands for housing development. And the more lands we open for housing development, the price of the lands will go down. So everyone is trying to build closer to Kingston, where the demand is so high, the price of the land is going to be high. So when we build out the highway network, it helps to moderate in the long term the price of land. So people can live, a little bit out in what you would then call suburbs and commute into where they have to work.
A St. Elizabeth teacher who is ready for the journey to Gardner House. She is already prepared to represent the opposition People's National Party in the next general election, although the process of selecting a candidate is ongoing. Don't bring any bad vibes suggestion to Miranda Wellington that she will not be the chosen one to mount a challenge to incumbent Floyd Green in St. Elizabeth Southwestern. Her pipe of progress is overflowing with confidence that her name will be on the ballot with the graphic that projects the head by the time the election is ready to be held. The 16-year teacher of Caribbean History, Caribbean Studies and Social Studies at Black River High School, who has served for a similar period as Constituency Secretary for the PNP organization in the Southwest, Regional Vice Chairman for Region 5, and as Constituency Chairman, is moving with alacrity to realize her long-term dream of serving at the representational level. Two men stand in the way of that accomplishment though, physiotherapist Matthew Parchment and Alwyn Jackson, formerly of BOJ-TV. The Flaggerman woman born believed that with her organizational skills, constituency know-how, and general popularity, she too shall overcome by time a poll is conducted and the candidates face the party's integrity commission. She has been interviewed already by party officials at the regional level. I am very confident, Wellington told reporters in an interview last week. After having disclosed that she polled her colleagues at Black River High School before making the decision to run, I have always done politics, and now it feels right to see the face of the electorate. When you find your purpose, you are on the playfield where everything seems possible, said the former Hampton School head girl who holds a bachelor's degree in history and political science from the University of the West Indies, Mona, and a postgraduate diploma in education and training. Many people had asked me over the years to run, but the PNP was brought into disrepute in Southwest because of internal differences. When one died, a lot of people felt that I should have been the one to take the seat, and I have now decided to do so, she said, referring to the former PNP candidate, Ron Stevenson, who ran unsuccessfully in the 2020 general election, but died the following year after a 2-year standoff with cancer of the stomach. Still young, but with her bag of experience, the mother of a son, age 8, added a bit more about her decision to step up. It was important that my family structure was safe. My family is now safe, she replied. I believe family is first. My son would have to be living abroad if I were to do this before. I have ensured now that my son is fully taken care of, so if I'm on the road for 24 hours, when I close my eyes, I don't want to be worried if my son is fed or taken care of. Different stages of your life require a different you. The stage at which I am at, I have had a feeling of every aspect of life. This is now like the overflowing of the saucer. You can't give up from an empty cup. Politics is a job of service, so if you are not full, you cannot give, said Wellington, who launched her campaign for the seat in December 2022 and through her hectic physical activities and irregular eating patterns has lost 20 pounds by her admission since then.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.